We are 5 days from the start of November, the month dedicated to raising awareness about youth homelessness.
Nationally, as many as 2.5 million young people experience homelessness each year. What about Omaha?
Mary Fraser-Meinz is the Executive Director of Youth Emergency Services. Good to see you, Mary. Thanks
Welcome
for stopping
back.
on the show this morning.
Thank you
An
for
important
having me.
conversation. I'm looking forward to it because I don't think most people in Omaha realize kind of what's going on in their own backyard. I guess, why is this month dedicated to youth homelessness?
Young people like to be invisible, and so a lot of people in our community don't know about this issue. Youth Emergency Services wants to end youth homelessness, and if we don't raise awareness about that and people don't know about it, then we can't do that. People need to know what the issue is and how they can help. So that's why we're focusing on this by having events here in the month of November.
How prevalent is the problem here?
We serve over 1,600 young people each year. We estimate there may be 300 youth on the street every night. Now they may couch surf, so they may not actually live on the street, but a lot of them do. They live under the bridge, they hang out in the old market. They are all over our community. So we serve youth from every school district in Omaha.
How are these kids getting on the streets? What's causing that? Why is this happening?
There's a lot of causes: family problems, mental health issues by the youth or the parent, substance abuse issues. Sometimes youth are kicked out when they're pregnant, or gay, lesbian youth are kicked out of their family because they don't understand the issues. So there's lots of issues that cause youth homelessness, and our goal is to get to the issue and prevent that and be able to help the young people get back on track. We work to help them to be self-sufficient so they can have the skills that they need to get a job and be back in the community.
How can you even focus on school when you have so much swirling around you? The effects, both in that teen's life and for those around them, it must be tremendous.
Yes, think about living in a car and going to school every day. How do you take care of your hygiene? How do you study? So the youth who go to school when they're homeless are pretty amazing. They're really dedicated to going to school and being successful. So we help them by providing basic needs, housing, and helping them to be stable. And when you have those basic needs met, then they can focus and be in school and be successful.
Yeah, and November 6th, you're bringing somebody to Omaha, right? Who are you bringing to Omaha?
Justin Reed Early, and he wrote a book called Street Child. He grew up on the streets. He had a middle-class family, very dysfunctional, ended up in the foster care system, but he ended up living on the streets in Seattle, San Francisco, and New York City.
Wow. And so he wrote about it. You think he'll share certain points from his experience once he gets here?
Yes, he'll share about the dangers of living on the street, but he'll also share about the hope and how people helped him along the way, which is what is so important, is to give the youth hope so that they can move forward and be successful.
Yeah, he's speaking. He's not the MC, though. You have an MC who is connected to Yes, right? Who's that?
Sue Bear, and she's a woman who received services many years ago when we were first started through Youth Emergency Services, and she attributes us as being able to help her get her life back on track and to be safe.
When was she, sir? When did she come get help? How long ago was that?
38 years ago.
Wow.
So we've been here 41, so
Yeah,
that's
sure.
a long time. And it's really wonderful that she's helping us because, you know, she didn't have to tell her story, but she's so grateful for the things we've done for her that she's willing to do that.
What is she doing now?
She's on the board of the Domestic Violence Coordinating Council.
She is an impactful woman in our community now, and so her story is remarkable, not just in 38 years ago what she endured, but how she's taken that and really done some amazing things helping others now. That's coming up in November, but not the only thing that you're doing. And so the Homestretch, you're screening that with Film Streams. What's that documentary about?
It's about 3 young people in Chicago who were homeless. One was homeless because she's a lesbian, one because of immigration status, and one because of the foster care system. And they will tell their story, and it's a documentary. And afterward, we'll have a panel with our program director and 2 youth here in Omaha, so they can relate their story to the stories of the youth in this documentary.
Yeah, and that documentary, does it reflect a lot of similar challenges that these kids in Omaha are facing?
I believe so. I've not seen it yet. They don't want us to screen it in advance, but I do believe so. And we will maybe learn some things from that on how we can all work together. One of the other goals of the documentary is to have the school system, Health and Human Services, Department of Labor, and agencies work together to address this. It's a systemic issue, and we can do this if we all work together and figure this out.
You can't do it on your own.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You know that to be true. You understand that you play an important role, but it's got to take a lot of partners in our community to be on the same page to help these kids who need it.
Yes.
If you'd like to attend the Breaking the Cycle Luncheon, please do. That's coming on November 6th. You're welcome to get tickets online at yesomaha.org/luncheon. So we'll go from November 6th to November 17th, and that screening at Film Streams and a panel discussion happening around it. Call to get tickets or log on there. Thank you very much for coming in. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. And a call out for money or volunteers. Do you need both?
Oh, sure, yes.
Oh, sure.
You can
Why,
donate.
yes, we do, Mary.
Thank you for asking.
Donate time or money,
Thanks a lot.
and you can learn about that online. Thank you.
Very good.
Have a great November.
Thank you.
Yes.